you guys? It is Meri. We invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all, because today we are going to be talking about Gwen's review of Sister Wives season 17, episode 8, and we are going to be talking about about the statement that she made that Meri was George Washington of Sister Wives.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say the Godfather of Sister Wives. But yeah, same thing.
But first, I want to invite you guys to join us live tomorrow, Sunday. We are going to be going live talking about becoming Sister Wives. We're going to be discussing either chapter 1 or chapter 2.
Yes.
And we will be having a nice, lovely chat about it. Make sure you check out our channel throughout the day because I will be posting the live that you guys can literally go scroll down to the Sister Wives playlist and click on it and hit notify me so you guys are aware when we go live at what time and everything.
Yes.
But yes, we did have a poll. It seems like Becoming Sister Wives won, so
you guys didn't want to see My 5 Wives.
I know, or the Prisoners of a Prophet. I really want to talk about that. I know.
That one goes.
Oh my God, we have to review that today because we didn't do episode 3.
Yes. The thing is with this, I'm just gonna tell you all. If you guys have had any kind of sexual trauma, any kind of sexual abuse, anything like that, this actually is not the documentary for you to watch because it's going to trigger you. So, don't watch that.
But you can watch us talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't go to deep in We don't go deep in details. We don't do that.
Too much detail.
Yeah. But yes.
It really gets into details.
About the whole FLDS.
It really gets into those kinds of things. And then you actually hear from the victim.
The 65th wife of Warren Jeff.
So, yeah, that can be very, very triggering. So, yeah, I wouldn't say watch that documentary. That's not for you.
Yeah. But it was really helpful for us because we were able to really understand why Chloe has some of these behaviors. And we were also able to understand about the whole doctrine, which is a very strict doctrine in the FLDS community, which is called Keep Sweet. Which means that the women must suffer through whatever with a smile on their face. And it comes from this thing that any other emotion that you have is strictly from the devil. Yes. Remember when Meri was talking about it in this thing?
That's why when she talks about Meri is the George Washington, no, she's not. She was trying to keep sweet.
Yes, and then also when Meri...
to keep sweet. And she couldn't really keep sweet. Maybe she was able to keep sweet with Cody, but she couldn't really...
And she started abusing kids
on the children.
Allegedly.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Because she couldn't keep sweet.
Yeah.
She was trying to keep sweet with him, but it was affecting her as it will affect anybody else who was kind of on the periphery, thinking about, well, I don't know if I want to be part of this or not. And then met some cute guy who definitely wanted to be part of it. Yeah. And now, because I like him so much, here I go.
But you know what's crazy to me, honestly? Mm-hmm. When Meri was talking about it in this episode, when we were watching, basically when Gwen was watching the Sister Wives episode 8, Meri said, over the years, I've had to learn that jealousy is not a bad thing. It's actually a human emotion.
Exactly.
And, me personally, I know that all of my emotions are just me being a human being. Yeah. But the fact that she had to learn that makes me believe that she was taught from this whole this religion that she had to keep sweet and that jealousy was an evil emotion.
It's not, because even in the Bible God says, I am a jealous God.
But that's what they say. But that's what they say in FLDS though.
For me.
Yeah.
In the Bible he says he's a jealous God.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Bible exactly is being read. I don't know if there are different Bibles or maybe people believe in certain parts of the Bible.
No, because remember in Prison of a Prophet, they said that they have prophets who come and write new rules.
Oh.
See?
Okay.
See what I'm talking about?
So that would be like someone who came in and says, by the way, this emotion of any other emotion apart from keeping sweet is a bad emotion.
Because in the FLDS, they will have these prophets. Like, they'll have a new prophet every time another one dies off. Yeah. And they will have these new rules. And they say that, God speaks directly to these prophets. Mind you, it's not really God who chooses them. It's a council of people who choose who gets to be a prophet based on all the things they've done, and it's a seniority vote that gets them to that point.
Yes.
That Warren Jeff guy, though, he just appointed himself.
Right.
Through, what was it?
Through his dad, which is through just nepotism.
Really, exactly.
Where you just get the stuff from your daddy, your family passes it on.
Which I think his daddy passed on his sickness to him because he was married 18-year-old and he was 80.
I think that he was privy to all that knowledge because his father had gotten sick towards the end of his reign.
Yeah.
And he had started taking up more and more of the father's tasks. So I'm sure he was privy to all of that stuff.
But I think when Mary was born or whatever, I think that doctrine of keep sweet was actually around because the granddaddy was teaching it about the whole keep sweet. Like he was one who even made that. Yeah. So I think that was very interesting because Christine had to, because I remember Christine was talking about it, how, you know, really the fact that we're even in polygamy is because women have to get over this thing called jealousy, and this is our kind of our trial in life, and we suffer until we get to heaven, which to me personally made no sense because I don't think that God wants you to suffer. But it's just the correlations between sister wives and FLD. That prisoner of a prophet was so insane. It was like all the puzzles of the pieces of the puzzle came together. And I was like, whoa.
Which my thing is, okay, so the wives have to go through jealousy. But remember, Cody has said that the trial is for them to be able to like manage the wives and taking care of them and all that. Like that's their trial. Having like the 3 wives. That's the man's trial. Right. Whereas the women's trial, which I don't know if it's a trial for the man to have more than one wife, I think it will be so comfortable for him. He's having extra sex. He's having, women to cook for him. He got more hands to rub his head. He has more women to work for him.
You have all these women depending
on
you like you are God.
Trial that he is going through.
You have all these women looking up to you like you are God. Because really they have to depend on this one man to provide for them, if he's even doing that. To provide
and in the hereafter.
The only way I can get through heaven, the only way I can get to heaven is through him.
Is staying married to him in spite of whatever the hell
even
he
does. Even if he decides to leave me, I mean, look at Mary now. She is left to wonder about.
I wonder, Mary being, was it Godfather? Be the George Washington of this whole sister wives. But I wonder, is she still in the faith? Right?
I don't know.
Because then what happens to her celestial heaven? Because if she's still in the faith, so maybe, and they did write a note. They did write something on Instagram to say that they are no longer together. But I wonder,
an official divorce.
What happens to her whole celestial thing? Yeah. If she still believes in the religion, what happens? Do you guys wonder about that? Like, what happened to Meri, who was holding on all this time until the man says, then she watched him actually say that he doesn't consider himself married to Meri. Yeah. And I think that must have been embarrassing for her.
Yeah, for sure.
And she finally was able to be like, okay, we're going to write this note.
Yeah.
Or he probably may have told her, it's time, Meri. Everybody knows now. I didn't want you to tell before because I didn't want people to look at me badly. But it's now on television. Everybody knows. You know us well. Yeah. We might as well. It's done.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she's still part of the faith.
Yeah, but I don't think that Meri was the George Washington. She wasn't. I think, like we have said,
I don't think she wanted to be voluntarily. I don't think so. I think Cody
Cody's lustful weenie that's led him to get all these wives. Because Meri never wanted it. No. I mean, he said she was marking her territory. She was growling from across the field. She was there holding hands and kissing all on Cody in front of Janelle. And she actually told him several times, don't you dare go court Christine. He said, don't you dare go marry her. Yes. She said it several times. He said she made it severely clear that she did not want him to. So, honey, Christine, she was not the George Washington of shit, except for pain. And I mean, no, she was not.
She didn't want to be.
No, she did not want to. She suffered through this, and it was that whole doctrine of keeping sweet. It's so crazy.
Also, that's even why she did the divorce too. When you think about it, trying to keep sweet.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep sweet for you, baby.
I mean, even in the divorce, when she was divorcing Cody, or well, in her thing, she's like, I detest the day that I am talking bad about my ex and I am putting him down. And she says that me and Cody, we are great friends. And all, like, she was defending this idiot as she was talking about a divorce. I'm not seeing Christine come out one time to defend Cody.
No.
She didn't even come up with a public statement.
She stay in her corner there.
She stayed in her corner. She stayed away, and she focused on herself.
Thank you.
But Meri
That's why
just
she has found somebody now.
I'm so happy she has found her man. I know some of us
check out that video.
Yes,
Christine
you guys.
Has found her man.
She is a smitten kitten, honey. And I know there's a couple people who are like, be careful. Which, I mean, of course, I was like that as well. Mm-hmm. But there are at least 10 people that we know.
Yeah.
Like either it's through YouTube or it's from personal stories, or even if it's from celebrities. Russell. Who else?
Sierra,
and then also was it Fumi Desavalo, and then Universe Guru.
Yeah.
Like they literally
meet people, and within a month they're like engaged.
Universe Guru met her husband. Was it 2 weeks? Within a week, he had proposed to her.
Yeah.
Fumi, he proposed to her within a week. She's been married to him for 10 plus years. She said he's the love of her life. So I honestly do believe that, when something is from God, it's easy, it's magnetic, and you just have a feeling in your soul and your spirit that it's good.
Not even looking for a Caucasian man, because she
said she wanted a black man.
And then she met this like fortune teller
who said, "Nah, honey, he gonna be a white man,
honey. I see a Caucasian, a guy in your theater." She's, "Oh, really?" She said, "Yes, and I see that you all are gonna have a baby." And by that time, she was already in her 40s, and so she was like, "Oh, wow, really?" And then she says, "Yes," and she's like, "Oh, wow, how does he look?" He said, "Well, he is this, Caucasian man." And she's like, "What?"
No, that's that. I think you got the you were wrong.
Enough, she met him. I started online. When they finally met with each other, in a week she was engaged. So,
sometimes it is kismet. So honestly, I'm optimistic.
I'm really hoping. I think that Christine has gone through her healing and stuff.
She actually has.
She's ready. She's mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I'm sure physically ready. I know she has to be ready. It's been a minute after being with that loser.
I know. Honestly, it would be awesome
ready to go get her groove on, girl.
I'm so happy for her because she said he is everything that she wants. He's so romantic. He's
she doesn't have to share him with nobody.
Girl, bye. Who doing that? And then that he's amazing with Truly. So apparently the kids have met him. I wonder if they met him at Gwen's engagement party. Because remember, what if she brought her man there?
We have to check out Gwen's stuff for the engagement party so we can see what happened there.
I know.
Who was there and all that.
Yes, we did. I saw the pictures on Instagram.
Really?
So we have to review that.
Yes.
But yes. Meri was never the George Washington, honey.
I know.
Please.
I don't think she was, and even if she
I think she was forced into it.
Willing.
Because Cody was talking to all of these women before he even consulted Meri. Yeah. He was there going on platonic lunches with Janelle. What about you and me getting together, Janelle? Boy, please.
It wasn't platonic because he had already started talking to her about it from the office. Remember when he went to go get his check? So, job. We're really fighting out about his family.
And it's so nice that Prisoner of a Prophet came out because now I'm knowing more about the FLDS.
Now we're understanding, like, some of those themes, those universal themes that kind of, like, ties all of them together.
Yeah.
In a sense. And Keep Sweet, obviously, is one of them. I kept on saying, Keep Sweet. Because when I heard the term first, I was like, I've heard that term before. And then I remembered it was from Michelle Duggar.
I was like, ooh. And then also there was this girl, his 65th wife, she apparently had hair all the way down to her knees when she had ran away, so they had to cut off her hair. Because Christine Decker, Christine's aunt, actually was in the movie Prisoner of a Prophet. And she adopted his 65th wife. Mm-hmm. And when she found her, she had hair to her knees. And then I remember the Duggars also have hair to their knees.
They keep their hair long, and then they wear skirts too because they are women. And so I actually think it's kind of cute. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But
I don't think
certainly do see the Yeah,
I thought I kind of saw the correlation, but they said they do. They keep their hair to keep feminine, not because whatever.
I've always felt like that your hair ties you to the earth.
Absolutely.
Somehow. I've always felt that way about hair. Even though I shaved my hair bald before I came here because I was holding. You were
holding on to strands, honey. But I mean, it's much fuller now.
I was holding on to my ramen noodles. I had one little hair. Oh my god! I wonder if I have a picture. Maybe we can put it.
I'm gonna try to find it.
I was holding on to my scraps.
Every single time I would walk in the bedroom and I saw her taking like several hours to do. I'm like, girl, why you still doing your hair?
It was getting so tangled, and I will painstakingly sometimes take like 6 hours just try to untangle the hair. It was so thin, which came from just me not being well, and then when
I'm just like, Mom, just cut it off.
We're not going to Tanzania with your hair looking like that. You need to cut it. And you know what is so awful? Which was real sad. She cut off all the hair. Like, I was bald. And the hair fit, like, in half of my hand. That's how much I was holding on to these strands. So I always kind of admired Cody, though, who was holding on to his hair. I was like, today it looks full. I wish I had kept my little strand.
It never was looking full. It was receding, and he looked bald. He does not look good with the ramen noodle hair. He looks better when he has his hair back in a bun, or maybe.
I actually did like the bun because then he just looked as though he actually had more hair.
Yeah. But also I don't see him being bald. I just can't imagine him bald.
Because he has that long face.
Yeah. You really have to have like a short face. I just feel like only certain people can rock a bald head.
Face or something, but
there's not many people who can really rock a bald head.
Yeah, I was going to do a bald head really good.
That's interesting because when I went to shave my hair off, you said no.
But that's because now I'm a little more chubby. I'm actually fat now. But when I was slimmer, when I was smaller, I have a very long chin. So my head is actually very long. Like it will go all like this, all this review, and I have a very long chin. But that's the good thing of being fat is my face is filled out. Okay, now I got a round face.
No, pretty, hot, and thick. We're not doing the other fats, okay, honey? As Monique will say.
It's obesity. It's morbid obesity.
But you're getting down.
To put a flower in a bow on that. It's morbid.
I will always put a flower in a bow on my waist gain.
Okay. So I don't want anyone to be delusional up in these streets, and it's not fun. Okay, it's very,
But you are much healthier than you were in America. Absolutely. You look so much better.
Absolutely.
Like compared to then,
It's been a blessing.
I'm sure you have lost about 60 pounds by now.
Oh, I know, probably more than that. But,
absolutely. But anywho, on our tangent again, it's Meri.
About Meri. not being a willing George Washington of the Sister Wives.
That part. It's Meri.
And Amma.
We want y'all to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. And thank you guys for watching our tangents. Do not forget to join our live tomorrow to enjoy more tangents.
Back to the live. Sunday lives.
Yes, you all.